Arsenal beat Mansfield 2-1 away in the FA Cup and go through to the next round. Bob Waka, welcome back to another match reaction. I know it's late. I already said in the shorts that I was going to be giving this match reaction late. I did a quick one after watching the highlights last night, but now I've watched the full match and I feel like watching the highlights, it looked like the match was a lot closer. But watching the full match, you can tell that most of the chances from Mansfield weren't really great chances. And also, Arsenal was just really wasteful because there were so many counter-attack possibilities where the passes weren't great. And there were a lot of shots straight at the goalie. Martinelli had a couple of chances. Jesus had chances. Max Dowman had some opportunities to score. Saka came on. He had a big chance. The movement during Saka's chance was a bit weird for me because he received the ball, then he tried to dribble more away from the goal, and then put it on his left foot, and the goalie saved it with his foot. And I was like, why didn't you just immediately go towards your left foot and then strike the ball earlier when you're in a more central position? Was a really weird one for me. But yeah, it was just Arsenal was just a bit wasteful when it comes to the final pass and the final shot. Mansfield, yeah, they put up a fight. You could tell in the second half they were a bit more leggy, so the counter attacks didn't hit as much. But yeah, let's start off with the starting lineup. Very experimental with trying to rotate the squad with Havertz and I think it was Norgard and Trossard on in the midfield, and then Madueke, Jesus, and Martinelli in attack. Yeah, it was just Arsenal trying to rotate, make sure that some of these players get some rest. It should work against a League One side, and it did. So no complaints there. Unfortunately, Trossard went off injured, and Calafiori also went off injured. I don't know if it was the pitch that facilitated those injuries or if it was something else, but it's just really unfortunate, especially with Calafiori. He's in and out this whole season with injuries. So unfortunate because with him and Nkapie rotating, that would have been so much better for both of them. But yeah, we have to deal with it. Our first goal, Madueke, great shot by him. He comes inside, he shoots, the goalie saves it. Martinelli is quick on the rebound. He stands up his man, plays the ball back to Madueke. First time shot, bang, into the top corner. Great goal. I think Madueke overall had a good match. He created some chances. He had a corner kick that went onto the post. So almost bent one in again. But yeah, I think he had a great game. The goal was very deserved by him. If someone deserved the goal when it comes to the front line, it was definitely Madueke. I think Martinelli had an okay game too, created some good chances, but he didn't take his own chances very well. Then early on in the second half, we have the goal from Mansfield, and I mean Molly Salmon, young guy, his pass is too short, but Mosquera should bail him out because I feel like he was really passive after that pass was too short. And if he reacted earlier and just went for the ball, he would have had it, I think, because he had the advantage when it comes to the positioning between him and the Mansfield attacker. But he's just too passive. The guy gets the ball, he lets him dribble past him, and the ball goes into the back of the net. Not a good look for Mosquera for me. Kepa, maybe he could have done better, but the whole thing starts with Salmon, of course, with the pass, but a senior guy like Mosquera, I know he himself isn't that senior yet, but he should really do better, especially with the qualities we know he has. Unfortunate. He also had a moment in the first half where the guy rounded him easily on the back line. So yeah, it wasn't the best Mosquera game. You just can tell that he isn't fully on it the last couple of matches. He just has to do better. He has to get more minutes in him and get back to what we've seen in the first half of the season. But yeah, they come back to 1-1. I think Arsenal from there started to get control of the match again. We made some subs. One of them was Eze coming on. Eze started to get involved with play from kind of the first time he touched the pitch. He was really involved in a lot of our attacking play. He was trying to connect the midfield and the attack a lot. So I think it was a good sub appearance from Eze. And eventually he gets the goal. Norgard with a great turn passes it into Eze, who comes up with an amazing strike, man. He dribbles inside and he just rifles it into the top corner. By the time the ball hit the net, the goalie was about mid-flight. That's how fast it went for him. So that was just a great shot, man. And I'm just happy that he scored. He needs it. He needs every goal he can get, every assist he can get. But yeah, I think it was a great sub appearance for SA. Norgard is especially someone I want to single out from this match because I think he did amazing, man. He was great with his passing, creating chances for others. I mean, this guy is very underused the whole season so far. He should have had so much more minutes. Hopefully, next season he gets a lot more because I feel like he really, really shows that he can hang with the level of the team when he comes on. Very secure on the ball, great balls over the top, good vision. Yeah, man, Norgard was one of the better players throughout the whole match. Max Dowman had some opportunities in the first half to score. Second half, he was in and about, but yeah, I think him getting man of the match, I I think it was between him and Norgard. So yeah, I can give Max Dowman the man of the match. Young guy, some great dribbles, some good passing. He had some moments where he should have released the ball earlier on the counter attack, but he's young. He's gonna learn those kind of situations and how to deal with them better. But he definitely did deserve the man of the match. Norgard close second. Feel like Madueke also in there. And then yeah, Dixon coming on, another young player. First touch, he first possession of the ball, he lost it, and I was like, ooh, but he really recovered, did some great things, good defending, good positions, and yeah, another young guy who comes on and shows that our academy is really putting out some great talents. I really like that, especially in these FA Cups against lower sides. We can really display our young academy players. Kepa, solid performance, nothing too much to complain about. Mosquera could have done better in a couple of opportunities. Unfortunate. And Capier coming on later on. Oh man, this guy, he's really growing on me, man. He is so great. In the last action of the match, the sprint he pulled out and then the sliding tackle, just perfect sliding tackle, man. I love that. Saka came on, had an opportunity, created some stuff. It was easy for him to come on and just showcase some of his abilities. Overall, I feel like the most negative performance of the night of the afternoon was Gabi Jesus. I didn't think he did great when it comes to the general play. The chances he got didn't do great. He wasn't really on it, man. Because the one that Max Dowman gave to him, he was just a little bit behind the play, and he had to stretch for it. There were some other moments where he wasn't in the box early enough. Just yeah, man. Come on, you get the captain's armband. You are probably with Norgard and Kepa the senior player on the pitch, and you really didn't show it. You really didn't put a stamp on the match. Unfortunate because at the moment he's definitely the number three when it comes to the striking pecking order, and he kind of showed why he's number three. So yeah, but that's kind of my only complaint on top of the injuries, of course. But we go through to the next round. Let's see who we get. Great to go through, and the quadruple is still technically on, at least until we either get knocked out in any of the cup competitions or we mess up the Premier League. But I feel like there's at least one trophy for us in it this season. Hopefully, it's not just the Carabao Cup. We really need one of the major ones, the Premier League or the Champions League. But yeah, we move on. Leverkusen midweek. We'll see how we do that. Hopefully, against Leverkusen, we can put a good marker down. 2-3-0 win at least. So we can do a little bit of rotation at the Emirates to just see the game off. So we can rest some players for the Carabao Cup final afterwards. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Peace.